So welcome to the channel of RD Automation Learning. So today I'm going to share one of the shocking news with you, which is about the UKG company. So UKG company has recently laid off 2,200 employees, that too on 4th of July, which is an Independence Day. So generally, the Independence Day, which is celebrated on 4th of July, all the companies which are American multinational based companies are closed on this particular day. But UKG company, which itself is one of the MNC company, they gave out decision, they rolled out a decision to lay off nearly 2,200 employees. So we will be looking into the details, but not only that, from 2,200 employees, 300 employees which were there in the testing team, those have got laid off. Now, what triggered this layoff is going to be discussed in this particular video. Also, before that, this is just a special thing for the people who are being getting laid off in the industry, let it be from the manual testing, from the automation testing, whether they are freshers or with less number of experience or whether they are experienced. So going forward, if any one of you have got laid off, if any one of you is someone who has been affected from this layoff, so you just have to drop an email at rdautomationlearning@gmail.com and let us know about the company and the incident. And all these products will be shared absolutely free of cost with you. So you don't have to pay anything for all these products. So generally, these are the digital products for which we do uh, sell to the candidates, to the testers who are looking for getting a job. But if you are being someone who has been recently affected by layoffs, so you can understand you are not getting bread and butter. And what I would do from my best side is, what we can do from our side is that we would be giving this products free for those people who are looking for the job opportunities. Not only that, but if you are willing to give mock interviews or you need any kind of a resume review or any kind of a career guidance thing, then also you don't have to pay for all these calls. So if you can see on top mate again, these are all the call charges that generally I am charging from the people. It's related to resume review, career guidance, mentorship, interview preparation, and tips and tricks, quick chat. So these all things would be available free for the people who have been getting laid off, because this is something from the community aspect that I would be willing to work with them, because I totally understand what does layoff mean and what impact does it makes to the, not only financially, but it also impacts mentally to the people. So it becomes important that from the community perspective, we come forward and we help the people. Now, coming to this particular story, where the people were working 10 plus years in the UKG company. So UKG company was a good company. If you will see till 2019, 2020, it was a good company, but until and unless they went with a merger with one another IT company. So let me share those details as well with you. So if you can see, UKG company, they recently had laid off nearly 300 plus QAs, and there are many people on LinkedIn also who are tagging. So I will openly tell that if anything is required from our side, so those things will be provided. So now what is the story behind this? So in 2023, this particular company, UKG and Kronos merged. So Kronos is one more IT company. It's again an MNC company, which is dealing with the workforce management, which is dealing to provide the people some kind of work. So these two companies merge. Now, there are two situations when generally do happen in the IT companies. Whenever there is a merger, either the stock price of that particular company will boost, or the stock price or the work or the risk in that particular company will increase. So you have to be alert whenever there are mergers, whenever there are acquisitions, whenever there are these kind of things happening in your companies. So these two companies have merged in 2022, sorry, in 2020. In 2022, what happened? 200 plus IT folks were laid off. In 2023, another 200 plus employees were laid off. So what they did is they were laying off the people since 2022. And now, if you'll see the statement that is coming from the company's management is that they are looking for a restructuring. So it has been 2 years almost, and still they have not been coming to the conclusion of their restructuring. Still, they haven't made the final decisions, which are important, which are very, very important if you want the company to grow. If these things are happening in the companies, like 200 lays off, layoffs in 2022, 200 again in 2023, then what happens is about the people who are working in the company, they'll also feel their jobs are not secure, their jobs are not stable, they are not secure. They might also be laid off. And that's what has happened in 2024. 14%, 2,200 people have been laid off. So estimated they have nearly 15,000 employees. Out of that, 14% people have been laid off, and 300 plus people are from testing. They know automation, they know a manual, that is secondary. But now what the company is telling, they'll be dealing with the quality perspective with less number of testers. So it becomes very important that if you are looking from the quality perspective, then you don't have to reduce the number of testers, because testers are the ones who would help them ahead. Testers are the ones who would make sure that the defects are fixed and the quality is not compromised. So that's the decision that they have taken, which is again a big risk. So now what happens is even the people who are working there since 10 plus years, they have been laid off. And the company, due to this particular merger, Kronos merger, which they did, that did not turn out to be a fruitful. So that was actually the recipe for the disaster that they have made in last 2-3 years itself. So everything got changed. So within the company also, there were a lot of leadership roles, the processes, the roles were changed. And not only that, if you see the company with whom they have merged, it is some kind of a company wherein they deal more with the relationship. So it's like a kind of a politics that has been happening in the company. So if they know someone within the company, they'll be giving the opportunity to that people first. So it's a kind of a games that were played in the company. And because of which what happened, the employees who were already working with this company have got laid off. And the employees who came into the company after the merger, they got an opportunity to work. So this is what has happened in this particular company. There is no explicitly some kind of a research being made or any kind of a role being given based on the performance. It is just the 1:1 relationship has been seen, and accordingly they are giving the roles. And not only that, these particular third-party consultants have been also been hired to create some kind of a training program for the existing employees. But what about the employees who already left, right? Or who have already been laid off? So now if you see what would happen is after 2 or 3 months, this particular company, UKG company, will have the opening on their website that now we are looking for some more testers. But the point is, if you are not restructuring your organization at a time, then it is impacting 500 plus families with the layoff. So it becomes very important, it becomes very vital for the company to take the decisions as and when required and not to delay them. And then what happens is, in order to make sure that they recover the losses, in order to make sure they are able to show some profits for the sake of reports, they are laying off employees like this. So that's a very shocking thing that has happened. And these days, you will see only this particular company, UKG company, is there. And apart from that, there is one more company, Unacademy company, which is again related to educational things. So these companies have done the layoff. When the market is booming, when the market is rising, and then you're getting these kind of news. So it becomes very important that you protect yourself, protect your mindset from these news. It's not like every company is being laying off, but it is just this company has been laying off, and there are some layman reasons that have been given for the laying off as well, right? So that's also not correct. That's also not valid at all. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and stay tuned for more updates.